No, it's not a headphone problem. It's the fact that when I stream PS3, because of my capture card, I have to put on a audio delay, and I forgot that the last thing I was streaming was PS3, so it still had the mic delay. Oh well. Oh well. But so yeah, that should have fixed it. Let me make sure I actually saved the changes. Yeah. That should fix it, right? Yes, no. Anyways, I'm pretty sure that fixed it. So we see 520. We see you don't hear the echo. Yeah, that fixed it. Alright, that's good. We see 520. We know Majin is mid. We don't know about the other two, but PP's like, do we want to kill them mid? And we all say yes. So we also see that
this'll come in handy.
Walknuts up top. So I just walk up because we're gonna flank them, right? Or I'm gonna flank them at least. And lo and behold, there's 4 people here. And I kind of panic. I still get everything out, but I'm not expecting 4 X's. Clearly. Alright. I cast my shit. Now, I wish I would have waited a little bit longer to get a 3-person Nova instead of 2. But I cast my shit. There are 4 people here. There are 3 people here. One of them is about to die. And we know one of them is here. I don't know why they put on the brakes. Oh, there was 4 there, but they still put on the brakes and they let them walk off. And there's actually a slight argument. I'm like, why are you gonna tell me to go in on that? Why are we gonna say to go? If in the end you're gonna pull out when we have one almost dead. Tell you what you did wrong. You played Tide. Yeah, I mean, support Tide is not good at all. Like, really? If you want to play Tide, you gotta start learning how to play off lane, or at the very least learn how to farm. Because I'm not gonna go off and say Tide is a bad hero, but support Tide is pretty shitty. And then you still have like really weak supporting habits. I mean, most people in the in-houses do. Like I was saying earlier, I still think I'm one of the strongest, if not the strongest support player. That Ravage was good. Now see, that's Killer did good right there.
Almost like half of you.
This is for walking up Majin.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structure.
Eggs doesn't change anything. It really doesn't. It's just fun as fuck though. But you know, Ward, when you're playing with me, especially when I'm playing like a 5 support, I don't really give you a chance to. But yeah, I'm giving you all the reason to farm. Let me go back and look at this, because I'll let this play out, because I think I played this pretty well. Like, I think I played this really well. Although I wish I would have got cross right there. I think I could have waited a second to get cross. Like, bait him in a little bit closer. But when you have a gyro running at you, it's like, what do you do? Alright, so I gotta go all the way back here. Oh, I was like, why did I TP top? Why did I TP top from the middle of the lane? Because if I'm TPing top, if I'm TPing somewhere from lane, that's retaliation to some kind of danger or some kind of like action that's going on. And so I see 2 X's. I think we did say at this point that we were gonna go in on them. I don't know if he's charged or not, but I'm clearly coming in, and there's 2 X's, and there's gonna be 4 circles. So they're gonna die, or they're 5 circles. There's 5 circles, excuse me. So they're gonna die, and I think I wanted the tower. Yeah, they were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Rib Killer comes up from behind with the 2-man Ravage. And it's like, let's start pushing down this tower. Got the squad up. Everything's looking cool. Majin over here, BM trash talking because he's getting boo body. Deal with his one phantasm. And I remember we said at this point, if anybody walks up to this tower, go on him. And Twig said, I'm pretty sure the gyro is sitting behind the tower. And then call down. And I think he just says, fuck it, we're going in, which that was the call. And I like how, since it's because there's repel, but because I thought we were going to kill the gyro right there, I went straight on the cross just to try to pull him off. And as soon as 520 runs at me and he runs that deep, I'm like, I'm just going to ult, because you're going to die to ult. I'm going to zone everybody away. And I wish I would have looked further to see Majin come in earlier, but it doesn't matter at that point, because he doesn't have damage.
Unstoppable!
If you play offlane Tide and you keep getting zoned anyways, well, I mean, there's a lot you can do to mitigate that. And then there's 2 camps around him, and Tide can farm camps pretty well. So, well, he can't farm them pretty well. He can farm them. So it's not the worst choice for an offlane. It's not a great choice, but it's not a worst choice. It's the better choice for where to play him. Totally the better choice for where to play him. And see, the thing is, like, you have to zone him early, or else he gets to the point of where he can kind of bully people. Like, he can't bully people out of lane unless there's weak supports, but he can bully in the sense of he can still kind of fight for levels. And especially for how things get played around here. Like, I'll show it next game, because I played next game horribly wrong with Abaddon, but I still bullied my lane because the support play is weak around here. And like, for what you know for a long time, you're gonna see a bunch of really weak support play. And if you just learn the basics and stuff, you'll really be able to get the most out of it. This is the kind of thing people were really complaining about as well. Like, they felt bad. Like, I feel bad for walking it. I didn't even really consider or perceive that was walking up playing Viper. I just saw a Viper at my tier 1, and we said go on Viper. And I was like, yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna save this Viper when I see 2 people bottom. So we went and killed this Viper. Nobody on his team told him he can't be there, because he literally couldn't be there. And so Twig was like, how am I supposed to play against that? Am I supposed to not do stuff? And that's how I felt about it as well. Like, these in-houses can be really good for people to learn, but the problem is the people who know, myself included, don't really care to take a couple seconds here and there just to say, hey, do this, hey, don't do this. Like, somebody should have told Walking that he literally couldn't be there. He should have been mid farming or bot farming. But instead, they let him die, and then they complained to us afterwards. And I did this because I thought Majin was just free. I thought this Shakira was just free. And I didn't realize anything else was going to happen until call down hit. So we did pick on Killer. Alright, I'm going to show you this from his perspective. This is all Walken's fault. No, I can't say this is all Walken's fault. This is his fault in the general sense. It's everybody else's on his team's fault because they should know better. Like, for this being like Walken's second or third day playing Dota, he can't be faulted for how he dies. Well, that's where we just killed him there. Does he go top? Oh, alright. So I need to back up further. Okay. Look at this warding. Like, the fuck is this shit? There are 3 wards in the jungle. Who the fuck is this going to see in the jungle? It is literally going to see 1, possibly 2 here. Technically, it should see 3. It should technically see, it should technically see you. It should technically see Tide, because he should be farming jungle camps at this point. It should see me because I could be farming or rotating. It could see PP if he decides to charge from fountain to top lane or from tier 2 to mid. And it might see Twig if Twig randomly is jungling around here. But you literally have 3 wards with overlapping vision, so nobody can see anything over here, right? And so Walknut understands that he needs farm. He doesn't even have treads, for God's sake. He has Aquila and a wand. I don't know why he doesn't have treads, but he doesn't have treads. He's sitting on 864 HP. Do I have my bracer yet? No. Because I was about to say, he has about as much HP as I do, and I'm a fucking maiden, right? But he's not the tankiest thing in the world, especially since he's maxing poison attack. Doesn't have a point in Viper Strike. But those are all like minute details. He has 15 CS. Yeah, they got bodied up here. Leon has more CS than Walknut. Great team play. How many deaths? 3 deaths so far. 0-3-3. But yeah, it's not a good game for Walknut. It's really not. But here's the problem. He has no vision. He needs farm. He's a core. Therefore, he actually kind of has to try and farm. What is he going to do? Not farm and just let us kill him slowly? Through attrition? So he's up here farming, right? Alright. They see me. He sees nothing else. Okay, now these wards are gone. Now he sees nothing over here. This is just super convenient how this pans out then. But why isn't there a ward around to see the side, you know?
Double damage.
Just watch poor Walknut. Nobody's come to respond yet. This seems kind of safe. You see another X in the mid lane, although he didn't. Nobody probably said that he's getting charged, because he's getting charged right now.
Monster kill.
Nobody
Dire's
said
top
anything to
tower
him.
is under attack.
Like, how the fuck is Walknut supposed to play that? I mean, pure instinct should tell him, yeah, if he had like a developed game sense, yeah, he shouldn't be here, but he doesn't. All right, he's one of those people that need help through a game. That's just how it is. All right, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not like everybody started good. I mean, everybody starts out like shit. In fact, everybody is shit in this game. It's just different degrees of shit. Fucking EG is shit. Everybody makes shit plays, right? There's a ward here. There's one ward here. And right... Oh, it's before this. His cross goes and he puts those wards there.
Double damage.
Because he's putting a certain amount of vision around our mid camp for some reason. Right here. I actually don't think he's charging. No, he's not charging. But PP's looking top, right? He's looking top. He's walking towards the top lane. I guarantee... I'm calling you shit? Yeah, I'm calling you shit. Fuck you. I guarantee nobody told Majin, or nobody told Walknut anything about being here. I guarantee you nobody, because this looks like he's getting charged. Just from the glimpse I saw from playing this, from their vision, it looks like he's getting charged top. If you were to perceive that you're getting charged, he has a TP, right? Somebody's like, you're getting charged, TP, or I think you're getting charged, TP. You're not in a safe spot, you need to leave. Something simple like that. Any of those lines. But he's sitting here. Last hit. He actually gets the last hit on the siege creep. And I'm there clearly before this perceived charge, but he wouldn't have stayed for the last hit if anybody would have said anything. How the hell am I to see, like, me as Crystal Maiden? If I'm already in this lane, I already have, like, my Nova, my Frostbite, my Force Staff to get away from him. Although I used my Force Staff wrong. I knew we were going in, so I didn't care if I died. If I see this Viper sitting in front of my tier 1, there's no tier 1 behind him, and I see X's all across the map on the bottom half of the map, how the fuck am I not supposed to go on this? Like, why would I not go on this? So, that's what I thought was really weird. Like, why are we supposed to sandbag? How do you get better by people sandbagging? Like, that's never worked in anything. You just, I'm also not a fan of beating the bad habits out of people. That's really popular in the shit Smash community, but this is a mistake. He can learn from this mistake. There was a mistake on the entire team. Nobody told him. Whoever put this ward here, it was Cross. Whoever, the supports on the team weren't watching the wards to see the rotations. So if you have this vision, what's the point if you don't use it? So one of the things I hate about playing in the trench, even though Walkenut was clearly in the wrong for being here, he had, the entire team had everything that was needed to stop that from happening. Yet nobody used it. And we got faulted just for playing the game. Like, there's a fucking Viper here who thinks he's not going to get punished for sitting in front of a tier 1. No. It's just that not everyone in our in-house coaches is not a good learning. It's not. I say it's not a good learning environment right now. I think it can be. I really think it can be, and I especially after the next game, it crossed my mind that I need to try to do more of it myself, because I'm part of the own problem. I'm saying, or like for these 2 games at least, I'm part of the own problem. I'm saying, because even in the second game, when we were setting up the second game, I was like, who's gonna baby Twig and PP through the game? I said that kind of sarcastically, and Twig said me, and I was like, I don't want to do that. And that's really a negative attitude to have towards what I'm thinking, but I think they could be a good place for them to learn. You just have to actually put forth some effort. I usually do. I don't think I do enough. I don't feel like I do enough. And if you say I do with the little bit that I perceive that I do, I need to do more, because I don't really think I do. Cross wanted to hang around and get bodied. He got bodied. I didn't do anything great there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This is where it starts going downhill. Majin with the sick feed. And then right here, save my sniper. And then put your butt in his face. Yo, the classic, put your butt in his face.
Radiant's middle tower.
How I get away from this, I'll never know.
This'll come in handy.
Yeah. You can explain every single play you call, but it'd just be really Yeah, I know. That's how I feel about it too. But in rest, when I think back and I look at this and I think about what I'm actually saying and what I expect from people, I know for a fact I could say a hell of a lot more than I do. Even just like simple commands, like simple like pick from wards here. You should go farm here, stuff like that. Who needs to cut this guy? Sky. What up, Sky? And we just talking friendly in-houses, man. Just trying to help some people who want to play the game but don't want to go through the troubles of the trench. He thought he had this tower, and it was like, oh, there's a hasted ogre here. You feel bad asking questions? Killer, alright. Killer, you suck at Dota, alright? I haven't sent you the Purge guide yet that I think is pretty outdated. Welcome to Dota, you suck, but you suck. Here's the thing about sucking though, especially in a game like this, because I remember when I sucked. I still suck at this game, but you're not gonna get good quickly unless you ask questions. Like you asking about the tower.
Dyer's bottom tower.
Like we literally didn't know the answer to that question because we don't play with those settings. I'm pretty sure you still have to attack command it, but there's nothing wrong with you asking. In fact, it's really helpful for you if you ask. This right here, Dia saved my life. Although it didn't matter, we were gonna slay them anyways. But Dia saved my life. My thought was take Cross out of this. And Leon's still trying to fuck me up. He wants a maiden. And I walk away from yet another call out. But, yeah, Killer, there's nothing wrong with you asking questions. I really don't mind you asking questions. Even though because you know good and well, no matter what kind of answer I give you, no matter what tone of answer I give you, I'm still going to give you an answer. Hey, even if I give you shit, I sound pissed, whatever. You know it's usually in good fun anyways, and if it's not, who the fuck cares? I'm not gonna lose sleep on
Courier
it.
has been killed.
But yeah, you're
Radiant's bottom
especially
tower
for
is
the
under
kind of
attack.
person you are, which you're really a casual player overall. Like you're not gonna get better at this game in a quick manner unless you ask questions, because you're not the kind of person who will sit down and do like what I'm doing, like look back at the replay, right? Look back at a match and analyze what did I do. So.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh yeah, I do trank drops. I have to feel really, really safe to do a trank drop.
Illusion.
You see it from a standing point of taking away from what you guys need to do. I fucked up right there because I usually have my sense first in that scenario, and I thought by default I had my sense first because I always put a sentry to look for a ward.
Dyer's top
And I was like,
tower is
fuck
under
it,
attack.
whatever, I'll just leave it. And then I wanted to take away this this dominated creep because I didn't want any stacking happening, and I didn't care about the repercussions. And the repercussion is Cross knows I put a ward there. But all right, what was I gonna say to this? Oh, taken away from what we're trying to do. Killer, you think we're tryhards, dude? Like
Dyer's top tower
we
is under
understand, or
attack.
at least I myself understand. I know Twig understands. I think D is pretty indifferent, but we understand that, yeah, winning would be cool just to casually rub it into each other's faces, but we don't really care. We're still trying to have fun, which is why we're always like, pick what you want to play or say what you want to play. So, like, even though we've been going on for the past few days about how I haven't lost it in-house till the next game, like, I don't really care if I win or lose a game. Like, it's clearly nice if I win the game, but if I lose, what the fuck ever. It's still a learning experience. Rainbow's a tryhard. Yeah, Rainbow, you're pretty tryhard, but you're not like the tryhard to make it like a problem for people.
Holy shot!
You're not like,
Stay away from him.
or from what I remember, you're like, you're not fun to play with. I said that correctly. Cause I remember, it's been months since we played, but I do remember playing with you and you'll complain about like taking creep aggro, messing up your efficiency, stuff like that. And yeah, for somebody starting out, that'll be annoying to them because they don't understand it. But if somebody honestly wants to learn, that's actually really helpful stuff. Like, I still appreciate the fact that you'll say something in it because it makes me wonder, well, what the fuck are you talking about? I just want to zone them away from you. You want me to zone them away from you without fucking up your creep aggro and without disrupting your farm. That makes fucking sense if you have, if you're at that level of play. If you're not, you don't perceive all of that stuff, but it's something to learn from. So, I don't think it's a problem that you're a tryhard at all. But even then, you're still a tryhard to learn from. That's what I'm getting at. This other Walking-Nut death. Alright, this one might be Walking-Nut's fault. Wait, no, this is my vision. Or this is their vision. Why is this ward here? Like, this is... They still have a tier 1, don't they? More of that support play. Yeah, they keep their tier 1 through this whole game, if I remember correctly. Tier 1 mid. So, this is one of those things that's like, why is this ward here? This ward literally does nothing. The only thing this ward is going to see is if I want to walk over here and ward. It should be at the least in the middle of their jungle, realistically, like on Roche, or just somewhere in this area, just to see movement around here. But it's the typical, oh, there's a ward spot, it's late, or it's in the mid game. I can't walk all the way out to the to Roche safely to ward, so I'm just gonna ward here just to say I have a ward up, because that's perfectly good, right? So what happens to walking it? He saw me, but with Cross walking with him, which we know they peel off and walking it dies, but just from the initial information that they're given, they see a Crystal Maiden. They're not, especially Walking It. Walking is not at the level yet to where if he sees a Crystal Maiden by herself, quote unquote by herself, on his side of the map, he should perceive that she's not by herself. But he sees me by myself. So for everything he knows, it's just a Crystal Maiden. What is she gonna do? He can't see anything else. And Cross, yeah, sure, Cross is sitting there to help him, but they can't see anything. They don't see this. Like, sure, we saw them right here because of my ward. My ward's in a good spot to see people. My ward's not sitting right here at next to our tier 2 that would see nothing because they're never over here, but they don't have any vision to know where we're at, and we have a Spirit Breaker.
Powerly shot.
Cross also wasn't close enough to help him, but he wasn't close enough to help him without with the mobility that he does not have. But when I give Twig this kind of vision, and he has a Spirit Breaker, even if I walk the fuck off and I left him 2 on whatever the hell is there, how the hell does Twig not make the call to go on this? That's an easy pick.
Powerly shot. I'd stay away from him.
Always learn the mechanics, learn everything. Yeah, learn the mechanics, make some fundamentals. I'm a huge fan of fundamentals, which fundamentals are what I define as the basic routine of what you do and the logic behind why you do it. And I don't think the term fundamentals is thrown around, if any, in like MOBAs. It's clearly a fighting game concept, but if you think about it, it's a concept that exists in everything. Just the basic stuff you do, the routine stuff you do for various situations, and why you do it. If you have strong fundamentals, if you have good things that you do for various situations and why you do them, then by default you'll win a lot more games because you will automatically know what to do in these common situations. Just like I could go back to the beginning of the game and explain, like, everything I did in the beginning was fundamental. Did I do it correctly? Not entirely, but it left us in a lot stronger position than, say, if I think it's Cardweaver. I think Cardweaver was the one watching me who said he wanted to learn some Maiden stuff. Yeah, I think it's Cardweaver. I have stronger fundamentals because I know how I want to jungle Maiden to help my team. And even though I was 30 seconds off, I'm still giving my team more mana than the other team is getting at 2 minutes into the game. And I'm rotating to get a gank 2 minutes into the game. So I'm giving my team an even bigger lead. Technically, it would have been a lead just in that flat scenario. It's fundamentals. just the basis of this scenario right here. I'm sitting in lane because I'm not by myself. I have a Spirit Breaker, so if anybody goes on me, I have a Force Staff to get away. I have my ult ready, and I'm Maiden. So me dying is not the most important thing, but it's going to be a slight hassle to kill me unless all five, like, not all five, like, unless multiple people are there. I know that Jakiro's not there. I see him on the map, right? And I see Cross. I don't know if I responded to seeing Cross. I think I did by backing up. And I remember saying we wanted to fight. Which is, yeah, I look at him, it's like, do we want to fight? Yes, because there's 3 of us here. And Twig says, I will fight. Because PP asked first. I say I'm game. Twig says he will. Because a lot of it depends on, does Twig want to go in and shoot something, or does he want to farm creeps? So in this scenario, the first thing I want to do is walk up and Nova something, because I'm going to slow it. And because Nova's long range, just so happens my Nova killed it. I don't need the Force Staff in there. I might need my Force Staff to get away from something. I might need my Force Staff to get Twig out. I don't want to walk up well, it's not point blank. I don't want to walk up close range and Frostbite. That's not as long as Nova. And even though I get an ensnare from Frostbite, I can just slow them with Nova. And that'll give Twig the mobility he needs to work around how he sees fit. Fundamentals. I actually played conveniently 2 games of Tide yesterday. I think one of them was okay. I know one of them we had a guy pick late, and then he like last picked a fucking core after we decided that he should have been a support, and that was just a clown game that wound up going okay. Yeah, that was the game we somehow won, and then the game I did okay, or the other game that was lamed correctly, I lost, but I can show you those sometime and explain some stuff in there. Although, there's a lot of things I do wrong. Granted, you can learn from like what people do wrong. You can learn what not to do. Like, again, all I want to do is Nova here. I got my Nova, step up, Frostbite. That's all I need. And this is funny. You didn't understand this. I wanted you to Ravage, but we didn't need you to Ravage. You're like, how did I lunge forward? I didn't think they'd just disintegrate right here. Yeah. Walking us up too far for my taste. And if anything, I'm gonna try to peel him off of Twig. This is why he backs up. Twig mana's off the Viper Strike. And PP, I kind of wish PP would have went on 520. I wish he would have went on the gyro, but he sees initiation on Viper. We're focusing Viper. Whatever, it's cool, right? You had no idea. Yeah, this is learning mechanics of the game right here. I have a Force Staff. And I mean, this is another thing. I could have said, I have a Force Staff. I could have told you what I was doing. In retrospect, I should have told you what I was doing. Especially since I know if you were to get somehow displaced against your own will or without your own doing, there's no way you have the skill to know what's happening. It didn't cross my mind until after I Force Staffed you and you didn't do anything. That I should have been like, Killa, I'm going to Force Staff you so you're closer. Or at least Killa, I'm Force Staffing you. Something like that. But yeah. I pushed you in there because I wanted you to go in there and Ravage. And even though I have a box monitor and I can't see all this, your camera's probably not in position to see everything that's happening. It works out because we're bodying them. Like, we're bodying them pretty hard. We're bodying them pretty hard. But yeah, that was one of those not fundamental things that's just, since I have a decent grasp of mechanics, I can think outside of the box on the fly. Wasn't specifically the right choice, but it's a choice that's there. Now I go stand on high ground. You just thought you shouldn't Ravage one here. If you had the let me pause this, I don't want to watch this too. If you had the mindset that you saw that there was only one hero and you did not want to ravage one hero, that's your call. You honestly made the right call in that scenario. And if seeing all of that, you had the reaction to not ravage because there's only one hero, then that's actually a hell of a lot better than you think. Like, that's actually really fucking good. I just gave you the opportunity to do it if you wanted it, because the way I saw that scenario, let me go back one more time. I think it's about right here. It's a little further back. The way I perceive this scenario is, I know you don't have a force staff. I know you haven't been farming. Or I know you don't have a blink tag, excuse me. So I know you can't get in and ravage this if you want to. And so after kind of giving some space for Twig, I gotta start backing up because I'm down on my spells. I don't have my mana for ult. That's kind of a fuck up, but I didn't really want to ult anyways. I'm just trying to make sure Twig can get out if he needs to. Maybe push some people in. I see you stepping up. And like, if you want to ravage or you want to do whatever, you go do it.
Shot.
So
Double kill.
you could have gushed as well. I don't know if you were in the range for anchor smash. Oh, you did gush. There you go. See, Killer do good, man. Killer do good. Okay, step up on the high ground, because what the hell are they going to do to me? And I want vision up here, even though I have shrapnel. Like, I don't mind taking this as maiden. And PP just goes hard. This is classic PP right here.
Killing spree. Own it.
And that's how I wanted to get in there and help him, because as long as we keep killing people, like, one by one, it's like they're not going to really fight us too much. And this is where it starts going downhill. That's where it hits rock bottom.
Radiant's bottom
The
tower
OMG
is under
all chat.
attack.
And then people remembering, yeah, we can just GG out of the game.
Ownage.
Dire victory.
But yeah, aside from the disaster at the beginning of the game, which a self-imposed disaster that wasn't the worst thing in the world considering our lanes, I think I did okay that game. I think I made pretty good choices. I think the worst part of that game, honestly, was my counter warding, but I didn't see the huge need for it. Because I kind of had it in my mind that a lot of their vision wasn't in our jungle, and I was like, why is their vision in our jungle instead of spread across the map to see a spirit breaker, see our movements, and just see if we were to passively sit in the jungle, which we didn't. So one thing I should really take away from this game.